Thank you. Thanks for inviting me. I appreciate it. I'm Jim Shartel, running for re-election Justice of the Peace here in Washington County. And I would submit to you that this is all about qualifications. I'll go quickly through my background and then how I got here today, and then respond to whatever questions you have, of course. Been doing this for 20 years. I'm very proud of the court that we've established, both from the legal and from the administrative and ethically following all the rules of Justice Court. One of them is going to be a problem. Can't do it. One of the problems running for judge is you can't say anything, and so not saying anything. I'll go through it very quickly. Background is I grew up down on the coast. Still have family and relatives in the North Coast. Went into the Navy for 3 years. Came back after Navy. Climbed poles for a living down there. Worked my way through Portland State and Lewis and Clark Law School. Joined the bar in 1974, was in the DA's office for approximately 4 years, and in private practice and did defense work up until I think I closed my practice in 94, 95. How I got here from the Justice Court standpoint was actually it was out of an audit. The county had a mess over in Justice Court after they sent the auditor over there. Well, not after they sent the auditor over there, before they sent the auditor over there. And they had both legal, administrative, and ethical problems over there. And they asked me in 1991 to take over the position. And at that point, it was a part-time position. And then after the audit, some of the suggestions they made, about 4 or 5 years later, the county got around to making it a full-time position. And at that point, I closed my law practice and became full-time Justice of the Peace. Jurisdiction, that's by way of background. The jurisdiction that we have is we handle all cases, misdemeanors, everything on down, less civil cases less than $7,500, and we have approximately at last count, for the last 2 years, we've had 30 different agencies cite cases into our court. A fair amount of landlord-tenant, TriMet, county ordinances, and then, like I said, we've had people from as far away as Salem and Tillamook when the police officer will be coming through and citing into our court. Couple other points. Primarily, though, it's Oregon State Police and Washington County do the majority of the work, as well as other Washington County agencies, different ordinances. Our responsibility, the responsibility of the job is both legal, ethical, and administrative. We have a staff of 8. We have somewhere between, this year we'll have somewhere between 30 and 40,000 filings in our court, including traffic and civil cases. Revenue is somewhere between $2 and $3 million that will be distributed to the county and state and city agencies. One of the reasons that you would use Justice Court over some of the other courts for civil cases is that we're much more efficient. It's cheaper to file civil cases in Justice Court, and we're a little more user-friendly because we have the time to deal with the people. My style is very casual, very especially with unrepresented people. People will come into court, never been in court before, probably never be there again, and try to make them feel at ease. I always start off saying, hey, I have to follow the rules of evidence, but we can do it informally. If you have any objections, you don't have to make a formal objection, you just have to interrupt. And for the most part, we can get away with that. Sometimes it gets a little dicier and you have to take harder line on the rules of evidence and the law. 3 points I would like to make. We do not do juvenile work in our court. The only juvenile cases we will have is minor traffic, and then we have a diversion program for that. But anything juvenile nature goes to circuit court. That's by statute. I'm done?
No, go ahead.
Oh.
Two more points.
The other point was, from the legal standpoint, it really is a court of law, and you do have to follow the law, and the law applies in every case. I don't care how insignificant it may feel to the outside, and also the rules of evidence apply in every case. So you can't turn this over to a committee or look at flashcards or something of that nature. You have to know what you're doing, and I feel after 20 years, well, I'm still a work in progress, granted, but that's basically what we do in a nutshell. But I'd be glad to respond.